Good morning. Welcome to the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, Grand Canyon University Chapter 2021 Induction Ceremony. To our inductees and our guests that are all joining us today, we say thank you for being here. I was reminded of a quote by John Bunyan in writing the Pilgrim's Progress. He said that there is knowledge and there is knowledge. The first is that knowledge resting on bare speculation of things that we think about, and the other is knowledge with the grace of faith and love, which puts upon our hearts the will of God, how we act. So in the words of the Honorable Professor Val Martinez, think right, act right. Many of you know that quote. So join me in prayer, please. Our Father, God of all knowledge, we come before you today to give honor and praise. You are the source of all that is good. You are the source of all of our blessings. We thank you for the opportunity to gather together this day to celebrate these inductees, their pathways, their achievements, their future contribution that you will enable them to author. We thank you for this university, a beacon of light in our community, a refuge of liberty to follow your will, a center of learning to discover all that you have created and given to this world. All of our kinds of knowledge that we can ever obtain, the knowledge of you, O Lord, and the knowledge of ourselves is what we embrace most. So we ask for your hand of blessing in this event that are gathered here today, and we ask for you to be glorified through this celebration and recognition. Thank you for being our help, our teacher, our Savior, this day and forever. Amen.
All right, again, good morning. How good does it feel to be here in person? I am so excited to be here. So welcome to the 2021 National Society of Collegiate Scholars new member induction ceremony for our chapter here at Grand Canyon University. How many of you guys traveled quite a ways to get here? Thank you guys so much for joining us and for making this a big part of your GCU experience. For those I have not yet had the privilege of meeting in person yet, my name is Dr. Brianna Nagley. I am the Associate Dean for the Honors College and Global Studies programs here at GCU, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the chapter advisor for our nationally recognized chapter of NSCS. I am so excited to be here today. This is such a remarkable occasion, and before we get too much further, I would like to recognize some special guests that we have in the audience here with us today. First, please join me in welcoming Rick Holbeck, Executive Director of Online Instruction. Dr. Trina Stanton, Associate Dean of the College of Nursing and Healthcare Professions. Dr. David Dean, full-time faculty for Grand Canyon University and our honorary NSCS member. And Kaylani Turinigan, our member engagement representative from the National Office of NSCS. And most importantly, can our NSCS inductees please stand? Let's have a huge round of applause for those joining us here in person today. We are so excited to have you. And even more importantly, can the family, friends, guests, and loved ones of these inductees please stand? Thank you so much for being a part of your inductees' lives in this moment. We know it absolutely takes a village when it comes to academic success. So thank you for being here and celebrating this remarkable occasion with us. I would also like to turn our attention. We do have a large number of online viewers joining us through YouTube Live. So congratulations to the friends, family, guests, and inductees joining us through YouTube Live. We are so excited to be able to include our online members in this special occasion. At this time, I proudly introduce and welcome to the stage our president, Brian Mueller.
Thank you, Brianna, and welcome everybody to Grand Canyon University. What a great morning and what a great place to be on this great morning. The National Society of Collegiate Scholars, when I read through the website, number one, congratulations to the scholars, congratulations to the families. But when I read through the website, It is scholarship, it is leadership, and it's service. And I would change that a little bit to say, when scholars decide that they can lead by serving, you absolutely can change the world. You can transform lives, you can transform communities. And there will be people who tell you that one individual can't do that. But I'm here to tell you and hopefully inspire you this morning in just a few minutes so that you walk out of here believing that this is just the start of something for you, because you can change the world, you can change lives, and you can change communities. You can transform communities. I want to give two examples, a couple of almost a year ago now. And as a scholar, as a person just beginning your academic life as a university student, and it'll probably go on behind your baccalaureate years and into your graduate years. As a scholar who's just beginning, I want to challenge you to look for opportunities, because they're everywhere. If you look for opportunities, no matter what your academic area is, and you look for opportunities to bring leadership through service, you can change the world. A guy came to me about a year ago and said, you know, I went to our federal government and I said, every day in this country, there are goods sold into the marketplace. Walmart and Target and Amazon and Lowe's and Home Depot. A percent gets returned. Companies run out of, they introduce new lines into the marketplace and they have to get rid of old stuff. That stuff every day gets put on trucks and gets taken to landfills. It gets buried because no leader can think of a way to come up with a service or a organization that can get that stuff out to people who need it. And so he got approval to build an organization, a flat organization that's going to extend throughout the country. He's creating a group of hubs, a hub for every state. The purpose of the hub is to build a large warehouse and then to go out and build an infrastructure of what he calls pods, points of distribution. Nonprofit organizations that work in inner city neighborhoods and deal with people who are living in poverty. There are so many great things about living in this country, but one of the embarrassing things is the continued deterioration of our inner city neighborhoods. It doesn't have to be. But scholars who are smart and who are looking for ways to lead through service, we can end all of that. And so he came to us and said, you know, I've been looking for a Christian university who would be willing to be a hub for CityServe. Would you be willing to do that? That fits right into the mission of the university, and so we moved rapidly. We built a 35,000 square foot warehouse inside of 90 days. And we became a hub. We selected 2 people. We have only 2 full-time people that work, and we have thousands of volunteers. But what happens is, when these goods get sold into the marketplace in return, they get now put on trucks, but not taken to landfills. They get taken to hubs. The hubs take the stuff off, inventory it, put it in the warehouse, and then the pods all have heroes. Each one of those heroes is working with inner city families. They identify needs, they put in orders, and our volunteers get the stuff out to families who need it. It's an amazing process that hasn't cost a single extra dollar. We just got started, but we already have received $700,000 worth of tables, chairs, mattresses, beds, toys, bikes. We've inventoried that stuff, and $300,000 worth of stuff have gone out to families who have needed it. We're just beginning. By the time we get to January, our warehouse will be 100,000 square feet. We will have 100 pods. We will be serving Arizona, north to the Indian reservations, west to Yuma, south to the border, and we will be getting stuff into the hands of families who need it, and their lives will be enriched, and they will be moving in the direction of flourishing. And it hasn't cost us an extra dollar to do that. We will be getting 3 trucks a week by January, which means each truck has about $60,000 worth of goods on it. It's brand new stuff, $180,000 worth of goods on a weekly basis, and that stuff will be going out. The stories are incredible. We have a family, a single mother, 3 children, living in an apartment. She doesn't have any furniture. Her children were taken away from her, put in foster care. We moved in and completely furnished that apartment. Brand new couches, brand new chairs, tables, beds, etc. Her children are now reunited with her, and the family is back together. We had another family who lives just a couple blocks from here. 4 children all slept in the same room on the same mattress. No beds. Beds are expensive for immigrant families living in poverty. We were able to deliver 2 bunk beds to that family, and now those children have their own bed to sleep in every night. We had another gentleman who, 72 years old, Vietnam War veteran, he, since he retired from the Army, has spent 25 years in prison and 25 years on the street homeless. He's never lived with a roof over his home in his 50 years since he retired from the service, other than being in jail. He found the Lord last year. He is now in an apartment. He's 72 years old, and we completely furnished that apartment. Brand new couches. The stories are pouring in, but what I want to challenge you with is that costs no money. Those goods were being buried, and now they're putting in the hands of people who really need them. It was one person with an idea who's willing to lead by serving, and lives are transformed. If I could give you one more story quickly, the pandemic. And 2 people came to me in our organization, Marcus and Connie, and they said, you know, the county's running out of money. We can't get vaccines out, especially to people in inner city neighborhoods. Would you guys be willing to do it? And I said, yes, we would be willing to do it. In fact, we will do it for nothing. We won't charge you $1. And they said, how are you going to do that? And I said, I know our students and our faculty will volunteer. And so within weeks, we set up a vaccination center on 27th Avenue in Camelback, important for this neighborhood because no other vaccination center had a walk-up opportunity. A lot of people that live in this neighborhood don't have cars. They need to walk up to get vaccinated. 16 weeks, 16,000 vaccinations, 600 volunteers a week. Some of our students volunteered as many as 20 times. We didn't charge the taxpayers of the county $1. Other people got paid $100 million to do that, but the GCU community rose up. An idea, a very smart idea by a scholar. Those people were willing to lead by serving, and lives were transformed. And so I want to tell you those stories only because we've got the right people in the room here. Freshmen and sophomores, you're beginning your academic career. You are being inducted today, and you're being inducted to an organization that it wants you to think about being a scholar who is going to lead by serving. And the more people that we can get into this organization with that mindset, the faster we can transform lives, transform communities, transform the country. So congratulations for being here this morning. We're extremely proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do in your academic pursuits, and more important, what you're going to do when those are completed. So congratulations. Lopes up.
All right, let's give it up one more time for President Mueller. Thank you so much for joining us. As President Mueller mentioned, there is such an alignment in core values and pillars between the National Society of Collegiate Scholars and our university, GCU, here in Phoenix, Arizona. And so that is why this organization means so much to us. So before I bring up our next speaker, I would like to talk just a little bit more about NSCS and the organization that we have established here at GCU. So the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, just a bit of history, was founded in 1994 at George Washington University in Washington, D.C. And it was founded by founder Steve Laughlin. NSCS is now comprised of more than 270 college chapters across the country, with more than 140 new chapters in development as we speak. This is a large and even more quickly growing organization than we could ever anticipate. Our local chapter of NSCS was founded in 2014, so we are one of the younger chapters in the organization, but in true GCU fashion, we have already climbed to be the largest chapter in the country. So I want to give a huge shout out to all of our inductees who are taking on this challenge and joining this organization. We have proudly inducted more than 5,000 new members between 2019 and 2021, again making us the largest chapter here in the country. And we have over 7,000 GCU NSCS alumni that have since graduated GCU and are now out in the community serving their local and global communities, and we couldn't be more proud to have that strong and vibrant network. We are so excited for everything that has been accomplished here. One of our greatest accomplishments last year, NSCS has awards that they give to their local chapters, and they are not just given, certainly not just given because of size of your organization or because of your chapter, but those awards are given based on your activity, your involvement, the community that you develop. In 2020-2021, we were one of 10 NSCS chapters named Platinum status. One of 10 out of the nearly 300 that exist across the country. So let's give it up for our board members who really helped with that application process. So again, supporting this community, growing this community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work, and I do want to take a moment to recognize our board members who are here leading the organization this year. So board members, as I introduce you, please stand and join me in congratulating these board members. Callista Mendoza, your chapter president. Amara Murray Bell, executive vice president. Skylar Boyd, secretary and treasurer. Valley Fitzpatrick, Public Relations and Social Media. Taylor Campbell, Community Service Chair. Aurora Ream, Professional Development and PACE Chair. Harold Lind, Online Member Engagement. And Anya Confrancesco, our co-advisor for NSCS and the mastermind behind this entire induction ceremony. Thank you. You may be seated. After the photo, of course. So again, NSCS, one thing that I would really like to highlight is this is not an organization that you can just apply to, that you can beg or plead your way in. It is induction only, meaning you have to earn that induction invitation, and that is done through academic excellence and scholarship. Students are inducted based on their GPA and class rank status, and so that criteria must be met in order for an induction invitation to be sent. And then on the returning side, you have to accept that challenge in return. You have to accept that invitation into the organization. And so I really want to applaud the academic excellence and the grit and the perseverance and the tenacity that has gone into getting where you guys are today, because it's not just academic excellence, it is starting your academic journey off on the strongest foot possible. It is absolutely something to be commended. To give us a quick message from our national office, we are so excited. Kehlani, this is her first induction ceremony of the year. She gets to be a part of our moment here in this celebration, and she comes representing the national office of NSCS. So please join me in welcoming Kehlani.
All righty, that's a little tall. I'm tiny. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. So good morning, Grand Canyon University, soon to be inducted members, family, friends, and special guests. My name is Kehlani Turingan, and I am the Chapter Operations Manager, one of 4 from the National Office. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Nagley, Anya, and the entire officer board for inviting me to be here today, and to congratulate all of you who will be inducted today. It is such an honor to be here, to be with you all, to celebrate such an important and exciting event. Just to share a bit of background about myself, I first started my NSCS journey in 2017 as a member at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Anyone from Hawaii here? No. Ah, so sad. Anyone been to Hawaii? Yes, okay. But as you know, Hawaii's chapter is so much smaller than GCU's. But regardless, I had the opportunity to serve in various officer roles and gain experience that I wasn't able to gain through any other organization on campus. I then graduated in 2019 with a Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology and Rehab Science. Any exercise science majors here? Oh, no? Yes, one, we got one, yay, woo! But yeah, so after graduation, I've returned to my home in Southern California, where I've been working remotely to support chapters along the West Coast and Texas. So I've been here for at least a year now, so at the end of this month. So as my NSCS journey continues, yours is just getting started. So last year, so many chapters struggled with engagement numbers. You know, we were faced with a pandemic and students were not as motivated, not as engaged with their students on campus. But let me tell you, your Grand Canyon University NSCS chapter engaged their members virtually and in person when possible, and they became one of the 10 top chapters across the country. So let's give that a big hand of applause. So now that you all will be a part of this great community, I encourage you to stay engaged with events, online, in person, get involved with your student leaders and ask them about how you can get involved yourselves as new students. And as you know, we have our 3 pillars at NSCS: scholarship, leadership, and service. But within those pillars, we are so much more than your average honor society, and being a member is so much more than just adding NSCS to your resume. I encourage you all to take advantage of our scholarship opportunities, be involved on campus, because within the abundance of scholarships, they're consistently being added throughout the years. Who knows, you'll be able to be a recipient of one or maybe multiple that can support you throughout your academic journey. Though everyone loves scholarships, I personally gained the most experience through our pillars of leadership and service. So prior to joining NSCS, I had my simple routine. I woke up, went to class, went to work, studied, repeat. That was my simple schedule. And it wasn't until I joined my NSCS chapter where NSCS guided me to step out of my comfort zone and be an active leader and member of my community. And so if it weren't for NSCS, I would not have been able to stand here in front of you all today giving you this message. So again, congratulations members on your new journey here with NSCS with the GCU chapter. You have a great network of leaders, peers, and when I say peers, you have peers not only at GCU, but members all across the country. Within your membership, you'll be able to network with students from California to Florida to Maryland. So stay involved and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, because you do not know what you're capable of until you actually step into something that you've never tried before. I wish you all the best on your academic and professional journeys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to have Kalani joining us here today. We know she traveled quite a distance to be here, so thank you, Kalani. Now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, it is time to induct our newest members into the local chapter of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. So as new members, you are joining an organization that has a long-standing history of supporting high academic achieving students early in college. And that is one of my favorite parts about NSCS, is that they don't wait until senior year to say, congratulations, you've been inducted, now graduate, and we hope to stay connected years beyond your graduation. This community inducts those who are really getting off on the right foot. They're starting their academic career strong. So what better way than to get you guys connected with one another straight out the gate so you can build that mentorship, that network, that community early, really build and establish it prior to graduation and moving on. So NSCS, again, not your average honor society, and it dates back to its establishment in 1994. We want to induct our members early in college. And as much as NSCS has grown and changed over the years, there are some things that remain the same, and that is we will always have an induction ceremony and make a moment out of what this means for our inductees. We really want to take the time to acknowledge your hard work, your academic excellence, and welcome you into this organization. So we're going to start with our formal new member induction ceremony, and that will be quickly followed by our oath of membership. Now, since many of our current board members have yet to be formally inducted in a ceremony because of the delays with COVID-19, we will induct them first. But at this time, I would like to welcome my special guests up to the stage to help with distributing pins throughout the ceremony. So for my inductees, as your name is called, you will enter stage left, so my left, your right. You will accept your pin and exit stage right, so your left, and return to your seat. Please do wait in your seats until your name has been called. Names are not called in any particular order, so don't try and guess what crazy schematic we came up with to call these names. It is very random and pretty much based on how you checked in. Having said that, if you are an inductee and did not fill out one of these name cards prior to your arrival, please make sure you do that very quickly at check-in in the lobby so we can make sure your name is called throughout today's ceremony. Again, I do want to congratulate all of our inductees joining us online. We are so happy for you and so proud of you and all of your accomplishments, and we want to just jump on in and go ahead and get started. So first, let me induct our board members. Callista Mendoza, Skylar Boyd, Bally Fitzpatrick, Taylor Campbell, Aurora Ream, and Harold Lind. They are all modeling beautifully. The order here, the most critical role of the ceremony right here. All right, at this time, I invite our board members to please take their spots so we can induct the rest of our newest members. Again, congratulations. Please remain seated until your name is called. Once called, you will enter here on stage left. Congratulations.
Thank you all. Just reiterating, please enter stage left and enter on the right only when your name is called. So to kick this off, I would please like to welcome Thomasita Sam.
Next up. All right, next up, Jessica Kring.
Shobha Kunhari.
Tyra Williams.
Ashley Tobar.
Emily Nichols.
Nadia Luque.
Annette McCobb.
Victor Barron Ramos.
Stephanie Olivia Cassianos.
Margaret Ept.
Joseph George.
Natalie Perez.
Kevin Moore.
Sean Lindsay.
Alexandria Moore.
Terrell Sutherland.
Tammy Wooden.
Valerie Amelia Martinez Almeida.
Brenda Findley.
Sharon Welch.
Liliana Alanis de Aviado.
Voong Ching.
Nicole Abreu.
Ariana Nelson.
Radiance Bridges.
Adriana Carballo.
Lily Thomas.
Alexandra Vargas.
Estefania Guerra.
Deleon Musgrave.
Camden Morosco.
Jacob Schmid.
Hanukkah Yabuchi.
Jasmine Victoria Chacon.
Vanessa Moreno.
Caitlin Stella.
Irvin Williams.
Keely Kennedy.
Megan McCain.
Kitiana Ford.
Matthias Peterson.
Kendra Nichols.
Ruth Mock.
Kristen Zakorski.
Julio Canola.
Lorena Alvarez.
Lynette Owens.
Michelle Delgado.
April Anderson.
Nicole Martinez.
Carly Gargiulio.
Samantha Lopez.
Hannah Grieving.
Sharon Porter.
Hannah Lai.
Stephen Lane.
Emily Schuster.
Tegan Winman.
Inuit Robinson.
Anayeli Navarez.
Jackie Hogland.
Braden Hurd.
Levanta Goffner.
Brooke Duncan.
Michelle Mora.
Karina Gomez.
Crystal Durgan.
Crystal Malingi.
Damika Porter.
Deanne Flores.
Devin Follows.
Deanna Ojeda.
Isabel Esquivel.
Jonathan Brand.
Jose Diaquino.
Rebecca Westra.
And Shauna Whitmore.
Thank you all so much. If by chance that I had missed your name, please go ahead and make your way forward so we can call on you. Also, as those individuals make their way forward, I would like to also thank you so much and congratulate all the inductees that we have virtually joining us. Kendra Nichols. Well, congratulations to all of our new inductees. Let's have one last round of applause for all of the new members joining us on ground and online at Grand Canyon University. Now, Taylor and Amara, please remain on the stage, and all of our other board members and special guests may now return to their seats. Thank you guys so much for all of your ongoing support. The NSCS pin represents all of your hard work, effort, and commitment to furthering your education. The symbol you guys see on the pin is a torch emerging from an open book and 3 stars surrounded by a laurel. The torch symbolizes guidance and leadership. The open book represents learning and scholarship. The laurel is a sign of honor and distinction. The 3 stars represent the 3 pillars on which that the society was built on: scholarship, leadership, and service. These pillars serve as a symbol of the society's founding principles that with scholarship comes the responsibility to provide leadership and serve the community.
All right, for all of our new members, you may now remove your pin from the cardstock. Please stand and hold your pin in your right hand. And I'll go ahead and wait till we all get ready, and then I'll start. All right, now if you will all repeat after me as I recite the oath of membership. I do solemnly pledge to do my best to continue my scholastic excellence and to be a leader committed to serving others. Furthermore, I affirm my pledge to promote and preserve
to promote and preserve
the three pillars of the society:
the three pillars of the society:
scholarship,
scholarship,
leadership,
leadership,
and service.
and service.
Thank you all.
Congratulations! You are all officially members of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. We hope that you will continue to achieve great things throughout your time here at GCU and years beyond. Let's give a big, warm round of applause to all of our new members. And again, for those members joining us virtually, this is such a huge accomplishment. Even though that you guys cannot be here physically with us, you guys are here with us in spirit.
Congratulations, inductees. As newly inducted members of NSCS, you have many opportunities to make the most of your membership. From more than $1 million of scholarship to networking and mentoring within the NSCS community, with scholarships, available opportunities, and discounts, your membership never stops working to benefit you. While the scholarships and discounts are a tremendous benefit, the people you will meet and connect with through NSCS are truly invaluable. Many members of this chapter can attest to the amazing opportunities they've had to work with fellow members, faculty, and leaders in the community. These are the connections that have allowed our members in our chapter to expand and our impact in the community and personally. Thank you.
All right, I just want to once again, before I start, thank all of you guys for being here, and especially thank our online members. We are truly honored to have you all here, and of course our online members as well in spirit. So I just wanted to say, our chapter of NSCS works closely with our members with the national office to host events, service opportunities, and networking opportunities all throughout the year. We ask you to please access and actively engage within your NSCS member portal, and to seek out updates and announcements regarding opportunities to further engage with your local chapter, with our local chapter. If you haven't already done so, please find us on Facebook as the National Society of Collegiate Scholars at Grand Canyon University and at GCU NSCS on Instagram. Thank you all.
This year has been off to a fantastic start, and I couldn't be prouder of our chapter. At GCU, our chapter has been actively involved in a various amount of service initiatives locally and nationwide through our Service Week campaign this past October. And we have had a fantastic response with member engagement in our virtual member meetings and events to the date. Please continue to check your emails and engage with us on the member portal for announcements regarding events and programs available to you as an NSCS member. Up next, we are hosting a GCU campus-wide and nationwide campaign week called Integrity Week. This will take place between February 7th through the 11th, and we invite you all to take this initiative wherever you may be. Now, please welcome with me. I apologize. Now, please join me in welcoming back to the stage our chapter advisor, Dr. Brianna Nagley.
All right, congratulations once again. As this ceremony comes to an end, we thank each and every one of you for traveling near and far to join us for this remarkable occasion. Again, academic excellence is no small feat. It takes grit, perseverance, tenacity, sleepless nights, a little bit of crying here and there, some mental breaks every once in a while, but we rebound, and that is what we do. So congratulations on all of your hard effort, your diligent work ethic in getting you where you are here today. And this is just the start. So I strongly encourage you to keep this momentum going strong and finish this academic journey just as strong as you started it. Congratulations once again. Welcome to the National Society of Collegiate Scholars here at Grand Canyon At this time, we do encourage you to take a moment, meet one another, engage with one another. Do take some photos here in the venue. You are more than welcome to come on stage for photos, should you choose to do that. After that, you are more than welcome to exit out these doors directly behind me, and we have a sponsored reception for you. So free food. If there's anything we learn in college, it's where to find the free food on a Saturday morning, right? So we've got some free food for you. It is currently getting set up and open, so it'll be ready in about 10 minutes for you. So take some photos, mingle, network, and then you can make your way to the reception just outside. Thank you again. Congratulations, and lopes up.